So shout out to Linus Tech Tips for making a video breaking down the brand new Huawei Mate XT tri-foldable phone. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The Mate XT tri-foldable phone. The reason why I pause is because wow. I did not expect him to actually show off this phone, to be honest. Because as he says in the video, it really is almost impossible to get, number one. Number two, cannot run any Google services. That means any Play Store can't download it. Even if you're like, well, I'll put an APK of the Google Play Store. Nope, will not run on the device. It is banned in every single North American country because of the fact that Huawei privacy issues. So I really expect him not to show off the device, because he did talk very positive about it, which is kind of weird, because at the same time I understand that like he's a tech reviewer, he wants to show it off, it's a cool idea. It's just there's so many limitations to the actual device that it's really to a point where unless you live in China, you really shouldn't get this device, but also you shouldn't because, yeah, this is the reminder that you get when you open the device. Keep in mind, this device is $2,800. Resale market is anywhere from $5 to $10 grand. Okay? Anyway, so starting off right away, here is the reminder when you get into the device. Keep in mind that this is Chinese translated to English. It doesn't translate perfectly, but this is kind of what we can work with. Number one, do not disconnect the surface layer of the screen, which they're meaning do not disconnect the screen protector. We know this on pretty much all foldable cell phones, but yeah, do not take off the screen protector. This is a typical thing on most foldable cell phones. Not really that big of a deal. Again, this is just kind of typical here of foldable cell phones. Number two, and this number two is actually a problem of translating Chinese to English, is it doesn't always go well. It says, please use pointed items. I'm going to guess they mean please don't use pointed items. But this is a problem of translating Chinese to English. Please take care of the dirt on the surface display and the sides of the room. I'm going to guess they mean the sides of the device. Again, this is, I think, a problem with translation. So yes, don't use pointed items. Okay. Make sure that when you close the display, you don't have any dirt on it. That's, again, pretty much typical of any foldable cell phone. Okay. Please avoid pressing the screen with sharp objects such as pens and then some other word, etc. And again, this is a typical of any foldable display. Don't use fingernails. Don't use any problems like that. Anything that you use can cause problems and issues. Please do not press the screen camera area. So this is another problem, which again, the front camera is an essential part. Please press the area. Please press the area hard to avoid injury and affect the warranty. Translation. Apparently, the camera angle on the actual tri-foldable phone is a weak point of the phone. So don't press the camera angle. Again, this is all stuff that is very typical of first-gen products as well. Because, again, it being a first-gen product and really more of a concept type idea than an actual full-on, it's ready to hit the market type of idea. This is kind of the issue when it comes to this. But we continue because there's a lot of other things you can't do with this cell phone that you did spend $3,000 for. Do not let foreign objects, such as liquid, sand, dust, etc., into the interior of the phone. Yeah, so there's no IP rating on this cell phone. And because there's no IP rating, anything that, is anything pretty much, can destroy this cell phone. It's very, very easy to break this cell phone because there's no IP rating. There's nothing protecting this cell phone from pretty much anything. do not bend the phone in as low as 5 degrees, minus 5 degrees of weather. So if it's cold, wherever you are, if it's anywhere close to -5 degrees of temperature, do not fold the cell phone. Now, this one was kind of interesting because Samsung does not have a rule for this. Not that I believe. I looked on their website and a little pamphlet that comes with the actual device, the Z Fold devices, they don't actually have a thing for this where they say, like, what degrees can you not bend the foldable cell phone at? So, I don't know if this is that crazy of an actual post, because the fact that I'm pretty sure any foldable cell phone, if you bend it at a certain degrees in the negatives, you're going to have a problem. You're going to break the cell phone. And that's not really a problem of Huawei or Samsung or whatever other company you want to talk about. That's kind of just physics. Like, at some point, plastic, because that's what these foldable cell phones are, plastic. They're plastic displays with a very micro layer of glass underneath of them. So at some point, plastic at a cold enough temperature will just simply break. Like, that's not even a problem of Huawei or any other company. That's just called physics. Like, you can't fold plastic at a certain temperature. So I'm very interested that, you know, they pointed this out, but we did not see this pointed out by Samsung or any other company, when reality-wise, if you're in Minnesota, for example, there's a better chance that you're going to have a problem than if you're in China when it comes to foldable cell phones and -degree weather. So, kind of interesting on that one. The last one they have here is slight creases in openings and closing sounds are normal. So, yeah, this is typical with, actually, again, the Z Flip devices, Z Flip 6, there is issues when you open and close the device. Not all of them, but some will make a crunching sound. And that apparently is just a problem with the hinge on the Z Flip 6. It's not a real issue at the end of the day. It's not going to cause problems for long-term purposes. But that is an issue with the crunching sound. So that kind of does make sense overall-wise. And again, like I said, most of these things are a nothing burger. Typical foldable, flippable cell phone issues. But it's just funny how it's like you have a whole laundry list of things. Once you get your new foldable cell phone, you get your new cell phone, and the first thing you have to do is go through the whole entire laundry list here. But hey, even with this whole laundry list, there are still ones that are breaking out of the box. When people unbox them, when people just pick them up, they're already breaking. So it's one of those concepts where, again, just don't mess with it. Just don't pick it up. Don't get it. Don't look at it. And just avoid any tri-foldable cell phone. I don't think this is ever going to really take off, to be honest. And the reason why is because of all these limitations you see on the screen right now. And it's just one of those things where it's very hard to fix all these problems. I think Linus Tech Tips actually said it best when he said that this was more of a concept that they just wanted to bring to market, which it's not a good idea. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.